Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going down, everybody? Can you hear me loud and clear? What's going down, everybody? Can you hear me loud and clear? Let me see how the audio sounds. Mic check, mic check, mic check. If I need to turn up the mic, let me know. Sound like I do. I'm low. All right, let me turn it up some more. It be tripping on my end sometimes. You a little low. All right. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What the fuck's going on with my mic? Mic check. Hold on. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Oh, that was too loud. That was too loud. Too loud, too loud. There we go. Now we're better. We should be good now. We should be in a good spot right now. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the visuals. What's going down, everybody? What is going down, everybody? We're back here with another preview and predictions for Money in the Bank this year. What's going down, everybody? Should be a good one, man. Should be a good one. Someone said a little bit higher. Now y'all just trolling. Now y'all just trolling, man. If I go any louder, you can hear me, man. All right. I listened to it. It sound good on my end. What's good, everybody, man? Another preview and predictions for Money in the Bank this year. Should be a good time. The way they've been building up things, it should be a good Money in the Bank pay per view. I can't wait to see how things play out. Happy Fourth of July to everyone. Um, and I'm ready to get into this. I'm ready to see how things are going to play out at this year's Money in the Bank. Let's see how many matches. I believe it's only 6 matches. One, two, three, four, five. Wait, I think it may be only five. Yeah, one, two, three, four. Yeah, 5 matches. The men's and the women's Money in the Bank. Uh, the uh, the the tag team match with Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline members, and Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest and Sami Zayn. Yeah, Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. So yeah, that's one, two, three, four, 5 matches. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how things are going to play out. So I'm gonna go ahead and create the first poll because we're gonna go ahead and get right into this one, man. We're gonna go ahead and start this off with who's winning. And I want y'all to join in on the conversation. I will read the super chats at the end of it, at the end of these preview predictions. Hold on. All right. So we're going to get into Cody Rhodes teaming up with Randy Orton and KO versus this new and improved Bloodline. Now, right now, I don't know how it's going to be set up. I'm not sure if it's going to be solo Tamatonga and Tongaloa or solo maybe Tongaloa and Jacob Fatu. Maybe Jacob Fatu will be. I'm sure Jacob Fatu will be there in their corner to kind of be somewhat the enforcer. But I don't know if he's gonna actually be involved in a match. I would hope that he would be. I would hope they would put him in the match. So that's my only thing. I'm really concerned if he's gonna be actually in the match because technically it would be a 3-on-4 handicap match. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna actually be in the match or be an enforcer, so we will see. But I do have the Bloodline winning here. They're not losing. It doesn't make sense for them to lose. It doesn't make sense for them to take an L here, considering you just brought in Jacob Fatu. You just essentially murdered Paul Heyman on not live television. So you're presenting these guys as a threat. J Money Jeff said he's not in the match. Okay, so he'll just probably be an enforcer of some sort. But I just don't see, it makes no sense for them to lose. They got to continue that win streak. Obviously, they're going against the top baby faces in the company. And the question is, who pins Cody? A lot of y'all are saying Solo pins Cody. A lot of y'all are saying Solo pins Cody. That's what I'm seeing in the chat. Solo pinning Cody. I don't want that. I really, really don't, because then we know what's going to happen there. We know if Solo pins Cody, which I don't want that to happen, but I understand why they're doing that, because most likely is they're going to set up something between versus Solo versus a Cody. Which, when you think about it, that's a crazy main event. KO should take the pin. That's why I was like, I don't know if Cody should take the pin here. Granted, Solo hasn't beaten Cody since they've been on the main roster, so that would be a good way to get his win back, and that would be the extra way of how they get Solo to face him at SummerSlam. I don't know. I mean, Jay pinned Roman last year, though. You're right. You sure right. You did. He did. So honestly, make Solo look legit, but I'm fine if Cody takes multiple finishers and Solo pins him. Okay. It seems that could be the direction, because if KO takes the pin, I mean, yeah, but I think the route they're going is, since Solo is now embodying this vision of him being the new tribal chief, he has the lay on, he took out Paul Heyman, he has the members that he wants. It kind of makes sense if Cody does get pinned by Solo, and then I hate when they do this, but it would make sense. I mean, kind of like someone said, Jay ended up pinning Roman. And then the next pay-per-view, it was SummerSlam, Jay ended up fighting for the championship against Roman. I think it was was it at Money in the Bank, y'all? Where Jay pinned, or was it Night of Champions? I think it may have been Night of Champions. Y'all let me know. It wasn't the next pay-per-view, but I want to say he pinned Roman in that tag match, really great tag match, and then he ended up facing Roman for SummerSlam that year. So was it? I forgot which pay per view it was. It was Money in the Bank. Okay, cool. So, well, there you go. So I guess it makes sense. Obviously, Cody would have to eat a lot of finishers. He would have to eat a lot of finishers from the other guys, get packed up, and then you could have Solo pin him, obviously with the help of everybody else, just destroying this guy. And then you set up the match between the new bloodline, the new tribal chief in Solo versus Cody. And then that's when Roman comes back. Because he has to step in now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That's the only thing I can think of. So, but I do still have the bloodline winning. It may be a situation where Solo will probably pin Cody, and then they go from there. I do think this will be a fun match. This match is going to be fun as hell, and I hope they really give Jacob Fatu his time to shine as well. This should be a good one. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Let's go into one of the next matches. We'll actually go into a match I'm really looking forward to. And I'm going to go ahead and set up the poll for this one. That match, like I said, Cody, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline should be a fun one. 79% of y'all say the Bloodline's going to win. 21 think the babyfaces will win. We kind of got an idea how that's going to play out. Let me go ahead and set this next poll for a match that I'm really looking forward to and could be match of the night. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and type this out. Do, do, do. All right. All right. Who y'all got winning the Intercontinental Championship match? Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Now, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure Blondie good over here. You good? You good? Yeah, chill out. Yeah, Blondie right next to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is going to be a good match. This is going to be a hard, intense match. I love what they're doing with Braun Breaker. He has become one of the best things about Monday Night Raw. You can tell they are pushing this guy to the moon. You can tell that a lot of people in the back and management and behind the scenes really have they feel like he's going to be the future of the company. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still going Sammy winning. Now, here's what I think could possibly happen. I think this is going to be a really, 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 really close match to the point where Sammy may barely win, but I don't think Braun Breaker's winning yet. I'm not saying it can't happen. Braun Breaker may be the guy to beat Sammy, but not yet. I think it's a little bit too soon to do that. And I can see it as being a situation where Braun Breaker is going to be so frustrated that he can't put Sammy away. Where I do think it may be a situation where either Ludwig Kaiser get involved because they still have their issues, which will cause a disqualification, or it could be a situation where Braun gets so frustrated that he essentially just goes rogue. He crashes out and purposely gets disqualified because he can't put him away. That's why I say it doesn't make sense for him. He can lose in a situation where he's not going to get pinned clean, like in the sense of Sammy's going to pin him out clean. No, I think it's going to be a situation where either someone interferes, like Ludwig, interfere in the match to cause a disqualification, or maybe Braun Breaker gets so frustrated he can't stop him, he can't end him, no matter what he does. So he says, "Fuck it," crashes out, and purposely gets disqualified. Someone had said in the chat a roll up pin would be crappy, and I'm in agreement with that. I don't think we need a roll up pin here, especially we're talking about the caliber wrestler of Sami Zayn. Like, no, he beat Gunther for the title. He should not be like eking, like getting by with just a roll up pin. I think it needs to be a situation of Braun Breaker can't beat him, so he just destroys him in a process. And I think it would make sense because they're gonna be in Toronto. People, Sammy's gonna have that home country, home country like assist from the crowd. The crowd's gonna be behind Sammy 100%. So you get some really good heel heat if you have this guy crash out on Sammy in Toronto. Just have him crash out. It works. It works. So that's probably what I would go. I'm still going with Sammy retaining. I don't think there's any problem with that. At some point, Braun Breaker will become possibly the Intercontinental Champion, which they don't have to rush it. But it's gonna be a very close match. It's gonna be tough for Sammy to retain, and they may extend this out into SummerSlam. So I'm going with Sammy to retain the Intercontinental Championship, but I do think this possibly will be match of the night. Y'all let me know. Do y'all feel the same way? Let me check this. And a lot of y'all are kind of split on the poll. 47% say Sami Zayn, 53% say Braun Breaker. Y'all are kind of split on this one, which I figured, I like these type of matches. You don't really know how it's going to play out. All right, let's go ahead and get into this particular match next. I'm also interested on seeing how this plays out as well. Hold on. We're going to go with All right. We're going to go with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Who do y'all got winning? And after the stuff that was said on Monday Night Raw this past Monday, and the things that had happened, and the inclusion of Finn Balor really being involved in this, and some of the things he said to Damian Priest as well, I'm not going to lie to you. I think Seth is getting the title back, bro. I think Seth is getting the title back. Here's the main reason why I think that. I know a lot of people are thinking of Damian's going to retain. It's because Seth added an extra stipulation, a gentleman's agreement saying if you lose, you leave Judgment Day. And it's because of Damian Priest's response saying Judgment Day needs me, which leads me to believe everything. And then on top of that, Finn Balor coming out there to essentially, talk to Seth, and then Seth putting it out there for everyone to see, like, you really just jealous. You're jealous of Damian Priest because he's a world champion and you're not. You haven't reached that mountaintop in a very long time. And it doesn't seem like you're going to get there anytime soon, but he has. And you can see that. You can see the tension there. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be a really good match. But once Seth says, I need to win this, and he added that gentleman's agreement for Damian Priest to leave, I think the better story is Damian Priest losing, leaving, and obviously Finn Balor maybe costing him. I can see Finn Balor coming out there still after Damian Priest said, don't come out here. I don't need your help. He get mad, and ultimately maybe Finn Balor finally snaps and, maybe kicks Damian Priest or attacks Damian Priest in some way that causes Seth Rollins to get the advantage. Because this is not the first time he done had some issues with Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and not wanting him to be involved in his matches. That's not the better story. You tripping. That is the better story. Having Damian Priest lose here is the better story. It is. Because it's going to cause that friction and that tension with Judgment Day. It is. Because it didn't really matter. If you want to be honest, him winning against Seth Rollins doesn't do much of nothing except it helps a little bit. He beat Seth Rollins. Cool. Guess what? He's losing to Gunther. It doesn't matter, really, in the grand scheme of things. He's losing to Gunther. Damian Priest was going to lose to Gunther. So what are we talking about? At least if you're going to have this guy lose, have him lose in a way that furthers a storyline that you could potentially get a match out of at SummerSlam, which we've all been waiting for them to pull the trigger on when Finn Balor is going to screw him. Yeah, Seth is going to lose to Gunther too. And this is why I say it's another thing that I'm surprised Seth came back so soon. The money match for SummerSlam is Seth Rollins versus Gunther. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Seth Rollins versus Gunther is a big time SummerSlam type main event match, bigger than Damian Priest versus Gunther. And I like what they've been doing with Damian Priest, but we know on paper the bigger match is Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Simple. That's it. It makes no sense to not have that match when you can get that match happening. Am I a big fan of transitional champions? Not really, but it's fucking Gunther. Could be a triple threat match. We don't need a triple threat match. No, we do not need that. I think you put in a story with what you got with Finn Balor and Judgment Day. Seth and Gunther's going, that probably will be match of the night. And it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I'm gonna go with this one. I love what they've been doing. They've been trying to give Damian Priest really that leadership role within the group. But ultimately, he's the only one in the group that has a problem with Liv. Everybody else doesn't. And I think that's going to play into a fact when Rhea comes back as well. So, but yeah, I'm going with Seth Rollins to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then Gunther will be his next opponent. And I love Seth to death, but I think it only makes sense for Seth to do the job for Gunther, bro. There's no way you have this guy win King of the Ring, have him be the longest reigning IC champion, and to have him lose. Even to Seth. I love Seth, but it's the Gunther era is upon us. But hey, I could be wrong. This is why I said these are predictions. We don't know. We got 38% say Damian Priest will retain, 61% saying Seth Rollins. So we will see how it plays out. All right. Now, this one I'm not going to be able to do a poll for because it doesn't give me enough options to do the poll. But we got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Io Sky versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green versus Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Starks. So I want y'all to put in the chat, who do y'all think is going to win? Me personally, if I really... The only people I can legitimately see WWE really doing this with, Lyra. I can see Lyra getting the rub here. Lyra, Chelsea, because surprisingly she has there's a lot of people that want Chelsea to win, and I think it would fit her gimmick really well because she plays like the chicken shit heel. Or Tiffany, which we know that a lot of people want Tiffany to win. A lot of I say Lyra, my bad. A lot of people want Tiffany to win, bro. A lot of people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I know they're doing this little weird pairing uh with Tiffany and Nia Jax, if y'all have seen that. Like, Nia Jax is helping her and Tiffany's helping her. Like, they're helping each other. I think this could be a situation where they could get a feud out of this, even though they're both heels. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if Tiffany wins, and then I do think Nia is going to win at SummerSlam, I mean, shit. Tiffany's a heel. She can sit up there and betray her and cash in on Nia. So I don't know. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Someone made a good point. Tiffany can get into the main event scene on her own without Money in the Bank. And that's why I say she doesn't really need it now. If they're going to give it to somebody, it may, like I said, I'm leaning towards Chelsea here because I still think Tiffany Stratton is someone that will be fine because of her in-ring ability and her popularity. I know a lot of people want her to win it, and it could work. It could work. But Chelsea would be that, I don't know. I think you could do something here with Chelsea. This is a tough one, man. Um, Someone's made a really good point. My heart says Chelsea, but my head says Tiffany. And someone said Tiffany could turn on Nia and become champion. That's why I'm saying they have some good routes. I don't think Io's winning again. Naomi, as much as I love her, that's not happening. Zoe Starks, what are we talking about? You might as well replace Zoe Starks with a piece of wood out there. And that plank of wood would have a better chance at winning Money in the Bank than Zoe does. No disrespect to Zoe, it's just they hadn't presented her as someone that we supposed to legitimately take serious in this damn match. So Zoe Stark is interchangeable with a fucking water bottle at this point. Fuck. That's not hate. I'm not hating. I would like for Zoe to be presented better, but we know she's not gonna be. She hasn't been presented like someone is going to legit win it. That I'm just being honest. Uh I'm really torn on this one. I'm torn on this one. It's out of Tiffany and Chelsea. I think it's gonna be a heel this year again. I don't know, bro. Mm, I'm probably gonna lean towards. This is a tough one, bro. This is a tough one. I really don't know. I think it would be a really good moment for Chelsea. And it can, because like I said, Tiffany will be fine. Tiffany will be fine. She will be fine, even without the money in the bank. It works for her, but I don't think she needs it. I think Chelsea would probably need it more, and she could possibly benefit off of it because guess what? She still has, um, what's her name? Piper Niven as her muscle. So it would work. It definitely, I could see that working a little bit more. I'm going Chelsea. I'm going Chelsea Green. I think the crowd's going to be pro Chelsea here. Y'all saying she's from Canada. Yeah, I'm going Chelsea. I can see them doing. It makes sense. She fits the demographic a little bit more of someone that's like more of a chicken shit heel who hides behind her bodyguard but has the money in the bank briefcase and can cash in. And that would be a pretty cool moment. I'm going with Chelsea. So it's a tough one. That one's a tough one. I'm not even going to hold you, man. That one was a tough one. And now we get to the main event. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I can't put obviously the options as a poll, but the people that's competing in this match is Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, and Andrade. Not gonna lie to you. This one, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Let's talk about what I think is gonna happen here. And I've been speculating this. For a while. Drew is gonna be in a situation where he's gonna be the only one on the ladder. He's gonna climb to that briefcase, man. He's gonna climb to the top. He's gonna be right there. Just right there, like fingertips on it. And once again, I don't even want CM Punk music to hit because it always, when someone's right there and someone's music can hit, you can just ignore the music and just get the fucking briefcase and call it a day. Like, remember when Mustafa Ali heard Brock Lesnar's music, aka Redacted, whatever you want to call him, and he had his hands on the briefcase and he just looked dumbfounded and he didn't just take it off. I'm gonna say CM Punk in a black hoodie is gonna be the reason why Drew loses, because he's gonna push him off that ladder. They'll probably have some tables set up and he's going to crash and burn. A lot of y'all saying AJ Lee gonna push Drew off the ladder. That would be fucking cold too. If they all, that would be so cold. If she pushed him off the ladder and then she got the bracelet and gave it back to CM Punk somewhere at the top of the ramp or whatever, that would be cool. But if we're just keeping AJ out of it, I'm definitely going with CM Punk doing that. Maybe Drew falls through some tables and through the rubble, he gets the bracelet back from Drew, because Drew's going to have it on in the match, and he's going to walk out. And the reason why I think Drew loses here, because I know some people are saying, well, Drew could win, then try to cash in, because he said he was going to cash in that night, going to try to cash in for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then CM Punk screws him. I don't think they need to waste a Money in the Bank winning situation, or like a Money in the Bank briefcase situation, on a feud that's already hot. Because I feel like you can give that to somebody else and that can potentially create, help them as well. That's why I'm saying I would have him lose the match because of CM Punk. He's about to win it. And once again, because you don't want to do that, because it'll be like, damn, they literally wasted the Money in the Bank for a storyline angle. So, now, the one person I thought would be so poetic to win would be Jey Uso. Because out of all the people, Jey Uso being the one to win Money in the Bank, and Drew has to look up at that. But the reason why I'm still a little bit hesitant of it is because of the implications of what's going on with the bloodline. What's going on with the bloodline? That's the only reason. Because someone said Solo could cost Jay. Because if you think about it, I do think that I think the tag match will probably be the first match. Maybe. Or I think the tag match is gonna be before the men's Money in the Bank match. So it would make sense if the bloodline wins. Solo does pin Cody. Why would he want Jay of all people to win? Because then if he feels like he's going to win money, he gonna beat Cody, which we know he's not, then it'll be a situation of he could try to cash in on me. So that could be a situation too. I don't know. But I just feel like at some point Jay is gonna get involved, and having him have the briefcase would be cool, but at the same time, we know he's not gonna cash in on Cody. And we know him cashing in on Gunther may I don't even think that would I don't think that's gonna happen. So it's one of those situations where he's gonna get involved in this bloodline stuff relatively soon, and him having a briefcase is not gonna work. So I will say Jay may not be the one winning it. It would have been poetic if he did. I don't think Jay will do it. I feel like LA Knight is going to get screwed over by Logan Paul. Logan Paul is going to screw him over in the match, and he'll be a situation where he could possibly win it, and LA Knight, Logan Paul's going to screw him out of that. So I see that happening. The real people, and I love Andrade, but I don't think that's going to happen. The real potential winners is Chad Gable or Carmelo Hayes. Chad Gable or Carmelo Hayes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this one's a tough one because I can see them act. Money in the Bank fits Carmelo Hayes. It actually does. But Money in the Bank also could work for Chad Gable too, because he could potentially try to cash in on Gunther. I don't know, man. Someone said the Y6 on Chad. Maybe that could be a situation where it distracts Chad and he's not able to actually grab the briefcase. If I had to choose, I can see them giving it to Carmelo because everyone else outside of, unless they pulled a swerve and gave it to Andrade, but everyone else potentially in this match has some type of other storyline that's going on. Drew with the CM Punk stuff. Jay, later down the line, the Bloodline stuff is going to really occupy his time. So him winning the Money in the Bank, I just don't see where it would fit in because it only makes sense for Jay to be involved in this at some point. So him having the Money in the Bank briefcase, I don't know if that's going to really work too well. Chad Gable got the whole Wyatt 6 situation going on. And then LA Knight has his situation with Logan Paul, which I do believe that's going to be culminating at SummerSlam for the United States Championship. The only two people that in this match that don't have any real beef or anything going on sideline story-wise is Andrade and Carmelo. And I love Andrade, but they haven't really done enough where it would make sense for him to win it right now. If anything, Carmelo, it fits him, no pun intended, because he's a cocky heel. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Carmelo, man. I think I'm trying to think logically here. I'm gonna probably go with Carmelo winning it. We'll see, but I'm gonna probably go with Carmelo winning it. And that's my preview and predictions, man. This was a tough one because a lot of these, some of them are obviously kind of more telegraphed. The Cody tag team match with the Bloodline, that's easier to predict. Bloodline definitely winning that one. The Money in the Bank for both men and women are kind of really unpredictable. They can go a lot of different routes here. And then even Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, that's not even set in stone. Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, that's not even set in stone. Those are still unpredictable as well. So I I mean, really, it's only one match that seems really predictable for the most part, but every other match on this card you really don't know. You don't have that for certain, and I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm liking that the idea of, hey, Money in the Bank. We could be completely wrong on who's winning and who's losing. But let me read some of these super chats before I get out here. Thank you so much for everyone that came to the preview and prediction. Bailey with the 499. I think Roman comes back Saturday. Also, love the NASCAR reactions. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Bailey. You think so? You think so? I would think that's more of a SummerSlam thing, man. Him coming back at SummerSlam would be great. Mobile with the 14. Czar. Love you, Ross. Thank you so much. Tricks with the 2. We finally have a pay-per-view at night again. I know, man. Can't wait to check it out with y'all. Black Toad with the 10. Love the content, man. I've been watching people's predictions to this, and I've come to the conclusion that no one really has a fucking clue what's going to happen 100%. Everyone has different opinions. This is good. I like this. We really don't know. Ross definitely got the script. I don't even know. So, no, I don't have the script. Bailey with the 499. Solo wins and doesn't need help to win. Pinning Cody does something Roman couldn't. Beat Cody clean to say he's the better than Roman. No. Cody shouldn't be losing clean. Not even the solo. He's nah. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. I like the idea of where you're going to prove the point he's better than Roman, but nah. He can prove the point by just saying, you know what I'm saying, I beat Cody. Something that Roman couldn't do at WrestleMania this year. You know what I'm saying? That automatically can give him that notch. Kamari with the 199. Drew wins. Punk cost him the cash in later. You could do that, but once again, I feel like that's a waste of a Money in the Bank briefcase opportunity for somebody else. And I think you can do that story within that match. Punch God with the 199. No Paul, no rules. Solo can go after Jay. And I like that you said that. Since Paul Heyman's not there, Solo can go after Jay. He can. Because remember, the last time Jay saw the Bloodline, I think it was like on Monday Night Raw or something like that. It was right after WrestleMania. And you can see, he was meeting the new members of the Bloodline. And then he saw Paul's face. And Paul looked like, bro, I need help. Now that Paul's gone, I like that idea. It was Backlash. My bad. So I like that idea that now that Paul's gone, it's free game. Y'all on the same show. Fuck it. I'm getting rid of all remnants of the Bloodline. You winning Money in the Bank, that hurts us. So I don't know. I can see that. Appreciate the 199. The Yeet case, you stupid. Appreciate the 35 Czar. Some people think Y6 will interfere in Seth versus Damian. I don't know if they need to do that. I think they're really focusing more so on Chad Gable. So, but yeah, man, this is a interesting one. I cannot wait till Saturday. This is really, really good. And we don't know how things are going to play out, but Saturday is going to be a must watch because Saturday is going to be the catalyst for what's going to happen at this year's SummerSlam. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It feels good to be excited about PLEs, bro. Like every month, we've had a chance to really be excited. I think Backlash, a lot of people were kind of indifferent because WrestleMania was such a high. You're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We got to wait till The Rock comes back. We don't, Backlash seemed kind of meh. But when we watched it, it was fucking enjoyable because Lyon France showed the hell out. So, it's just one of those type of things. And then after that, I want to say it was, what was that? Clash at the Castle was the next one, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was not Clash at the Castle. It was King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring. That was the next one, and that was pretty good in the sense of bringing a little bit of excitement to see who's gonna become King and Queen of the Ring for the most part, and what implications of that. Then after that, we've had obviously Clash at the Castle. The hype for that was pretty good as well. And now Money in the Bank. This is a really important one. And the hype for this one is, in my opinion, really good too because of we don't know what's gonna happen. We know CM Punk's gonna be on some crash out type time. It's just it's good. And then SummerSlam backdoor, and just the speculations with that. I don't know, bro. This is it's a really good feeling to be able to be excited about the PLEs when they come up and not knowing who's gonna win or lose. So, but yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the preview and prediction stream. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this holiday. I wasn't even supposed to record today, but I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm probably not gonna be able to record until the stream. We'll probably do the SmackDown stream, and even then I'm gonna be behind on the SmackDown stream, and then I'll probably do my video talking about what happened on SmackDown as well. So this is I wanted to at least get some content out for y'all. But thank y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow for the SmackDown stream, and whatever happens on SmackDown for the go home show for Money in the Bank. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a great 4th of July. Later on, I'm probably going to pop some more firecrackers. I got to get my Cody entrance right. I got to get all the pyro. We're going to have a good time at Dub's crib. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, man.